Hello, my name is Amy Harris, and I'm the Reference and Instruction Librarian at Southeastern University. Today, my goal is to help you learn to find journal articles, to find books, and to find just general help with citation styles through this online video. I'm sorry I can't be there in person, but I'm glad that we have this chance to learn through video. So we're going to start off by going to myfire.seu.edu, and this will take you to the login page. So you'll see I've put in my username and password, and then we just click login. This will take you to your classes, and there's plenty of information for you to read there, but we want to scroll down where it says school resources. So right here we have Steelman Library. This takes you to all the resources you need to find journals, to find books, and help on citation styles. When we click here, it takes us to the library LibGuides. The LibGuides are so important, so I really recommend that you bookmark this link, libguides.seu.edu, and this will allow you to quickly get to the information you need. Now, the first thing we're going to start with is library databases. They have all the full-text journal articles that will help you with your research. When we click on library databases, it then asks us, well, what topic are you working on? For this example, we're going to use religion. And when I click on religion, then it gives me this huge list of all the databases that we have that would be useful for religion. We're going to go to EBSCO because it has several religion databases inside of it. So it makes it a very important database. It's also easy to use, and the full text is right there on your computer. Now, the first thing so important is to choose databases because this will make or break your search. We have to go in and pick the religion databases. So you can see we have ATLA Religion, we have Christian Periodical Index. I'm actually going to select all, okay? And that way we don't miss anything and you're sure to get what you need. We're going to use Christ and healing as our topic. Now we're not done yet. We have to go down here to limit our results, and we need to choose full text and scholarly peer-reviewed journals because we don't want to read what Time has to say about Jesus. We want to read what the scholars say about Jesus. So we click on search, and you can see that we found 494 articles that match our search. We're going to go ahead and click on the PDF link for this particular article. This takes you straight to the full text. There's nothing tricky about it at all. You are right there looking at the journal as it appeared originally in print. Now, very important are the things on the right-hand side, and you can probably just barely see them, but there is a printer icon, so you can print that locally if you want. There's an envelope icon. This is email, so you can email the entire article to yourself. Do not use this yellow folder, okay? That's bad news. However, this gold piece of paper is worth its weight in gold because this does your citation style for you. So if you're using APA, you'll see it's all right there, including the DOI. Very nice. Those of you in religion may be asked to use the Turabian. Be sure to ask your professor if they want author date or the humanities version. They're similar but different. And then if you're just taking gen ed courses, it's very likely that you're just going to be asked to do the MLA. And fortunately for you, EBSCO is very good at MLA. So you want to double check any of your citations to make sure they're right when you copy them into your paper. But EBSCO does a pretty good job with this. All right, so to get back to our list, we click Results List. It's going to take us back to all those articles, and you can just go ahead and pick out however many you need. Now, religion and journals are not the only things that we need. When we go back to the LibGuide homepage, and I hope that you did bookmark it so you can easily get back to it, often we need books, okay? Now, for online students, it's important to know that you have more options than you probably realize. We will send print books to you free of charge, so we'll pay for the shipping to you and the shipping back to us. Okay, all we ask is that you really do ship it back to us. Now, much like EBSCO, we've put in Christ and healing here in the search bar. So we've found 682 items that match our search. A couple different ways we can go about this. This is a print book. Okay, so if you click on availability, it's going to show that it lives on the second floor of the Steelman Library and that it is available, and here's the call number. If you want this book, what you want to do is copy this information right here and then send an email to ill@seu.edu. I would also recommend that you copy it to yourself. Okay, I put my email in there, but copy it to yourself just so you have a copy of the request. And then in the subject line, put in ILL request or maybe some information to help them know what it is you're asking about. Then ask them nicely to please send you the book. Copy and paste that information into the email. I do need you to put your address, your student ID number, your cell phone number. This is so that if there's any problem, we can contact you. And obviously we need your street address to send the book to you. Very important, or else you can't get the book, right? Okay, so you would send that email, and in 2 to 4 weeks, the book will arrive at your house, all right? If the Spirit wills, right? Okay, so that's a paper book, but there are books that are electronic, and you can just read them on your computer. So if we choose ebooks over here, and there are only 7, but how many books are you going to read for your paper? It's hard to tell. Okay, so if we look at this first book and we click View Now, it gives us a different kind of screen. It says Bibliographic Record Display. Just go ahead and click on this, and you'll see that this looks very much like EBSCO because it is actually from EBSCO. Not all our ebooks are, but in this one in particular is. So we have all the information we need here for our MLA. Again, don't use this yellow folder, but you can use print. You can email it to yourself, and you can get the citation, which is very helpful when you're doing an electronic book because that's going to look different for every citation style. Now, to actually see the book, we click on eBook Full Text. It brings up the book just like it did for the journal. You want to take a look at the contents because usually you don't want to read an entire book on a computer screen. Okay, that's really not good for your eyes. But what you can do is say, okay, what parts of this book will contribute well to my paper? Okay, so maybe I want to look at their sample studies and see if they have any studies on healing. So when I click on that, or click on it over here, then it's going to take me right to that chapter. Okay, again, you can print it out, you can email it to yourself, but it does usually keep you at only 20 pages, so be aware of that. You can come back and view it as much as you want, though. We click on back here to go back to our list of electronic books, and you can continue looking at those. Now, we've covered print books, we've covered electronic books, we've covered journal articles. Now we need to cover citation styles. And of course, we're back at LibGuides. What a surprise. This time we're picking citation styles. Now, probably for most of you, you're going to be using MLA because you're doing Gen Ed classes. And that's great. MLA is actually very easy once you get to know it. This is an MLA in-class presentation. It's basically my PowerPoint that I present in class. So you can go through this and get the exact same instruction that students on campus are getting. There's also a video for how to do MLA in Word. If you have a different version of Word, you can go to YouTube and type in MLA and Word, whatever, 2010, and it will bring up all sorts of videos that will help you set it up. Now, sometimes you need more than a video from YouTube. You need to speak to a librarian, okay? And that's where this comes in. Ask a librarian right here. This is a service we provide 24/7. The live chat is open from 10 in the morning until midnight, and you can chat with a Florida librarian. I'm on Tuesday mornings, so you would put in your name. Please put in your correct email address in case somehow the chat gets dropped. The librarian can still email you an answer. And then put in what your question is so they know right off from the start what it is that you're looking for. And you would click Chat Now. We haven't filled it out, so it's not going to go to the next screen. But the next screen takes you to a big white box, and you have a librarian that comes on and can walk you through the different steps. If you're searching databases, can help you with the MLA citations, all of that. Now, if it's 2 in the morning, because that just happens to be when you study, and I understand that, then the email service is always available, and this email always goes directly to me. So you can email me, and you'll put your name, your email address, subject, ask your question, and then you can send that. I'll get it at 8 o'clock in the morning when I come into the office, and I try and have a 24-hour turnaround time. So please remember the LibGuides. They're so helpful for what you're doing. I'm glad that we've had this time to learn about library resources. Please feel free to contact me either through email or my phone number if you have further questions. God bless your semester and your studies.